Hello everyone. In this session, we're going to talk about Muhammad Yunus, who is founder of Grameen Bank in Bangladesh, and he is also very popularly known for his models Microscheme and Microcredit, Microfinance, and also associated with innovation. Let us move ahead. Innovation. In this picture, you can see there are three people who are actually guarding themselves from rain, but one who just wanted to survive. And these three people are drowning, but one used his technique to use another umbrella as a boat and moved ahead of them. So there is a way to do better everything. Don't think the existed one are perfect, but you can do it in a better way. That is how we have to find it. It is said by Thomas Edison. It's called innovation. And let us move ahead with what is innovation and how innovation makes something better in our lives. What is innovation? Innovation happens when someone improves or makes significant contribution to the something that has already been invented. It means, for example, we are using modern smartphones. They are way ahead than supercomputers. But what is actually the starting point of telephone? Graham Bell invented telephone, right? So, and what is the significant change from that particular time to now we have seen? It is entirely different. And converting the knowledge into wealth is called also innovation. There are these days everyone having their innovative ideas like e-commerce. It was an innovative idea. Selling goods online, e-books, innovative idea. Again, e-food delivery, that means food delivery apps. They're all innovative ideas, and that makes a lot of wealth. If you have one innovative idea and if it works, then definitely you will make millions. Innovation is a complex process. Even defining innovation is problematic. You do not know in what way you will be an inventor and how it will be useful for common people in the society. It is a complex process. We do not know how and when that comes into limelight and become famous. But you should actually think in an innovative manner to provide solution to the problems. Innovation. Being innovative is the ability to generate new ideas, forms, method, interpretations out of common available material. It means you need not to worry about something extraordinary like in the animation movies that we can see that there is a advanced type of gun or advanced type of technology to do all that thing, as you might have seen in Iron Man series. He might be using he is using advanced technologies to combine power. We can't expect that to happen in our real life, but we need to use our own way to create something. Innovative people find solution to several unsolved problems in a different way. It means those who have innovation or innovative ideas, they think in a different way. Why should I go this way? Why can't I go in another way to reach the point? To become successful, one has to be innovative. Not only in innovating every time a new thing which will be useful for the society, but also in our personal lives. If you be innovative, then life becomes easy. You'll find different ways to tackle problems in our daily life. And successful people are successful because of their creativity. You can see number of people in the world who are actually great and rich. They are all innovators, like Apple company CEO, ex-Apple company CEO, Microsoft, right? And these days Amazon and AliExpress. Number of people, they came with innovative ideas and became successful. Being creative and innovative is one of the most essential skills. If you're a hard worker, you're okay. But if you're an innovator, that means you think in an innovative manner and you provide solutions, then your skills are needed these days. Muhammad Yunus. Here at this point we'll talk about him. Muhammad Yunus' innovative idea of microfinance, lending money in small amounts to rural people, made him to win Nobel Prize, Peace Prize, and changed the phase of drowning in poverty. Those who are drowning in the poverty, for example Bangladesh, there are a number of people who are under poverty, and to make them economically good and to improve their living standards, he proposed the formula of microfinance and microcredit. Let us just move to his lesson. Muhammad Yunus was born in 1940 Batua in East Bengal during British period. He was born in British period. He was author and economics, and he was known popularly for his microfinance and microcredit, which made him won Nobel Prize in the year 2006. Again, Time magazine listed him as one of the top 12 leading business leaders in the world. The Wharton School of Business chose Yunus as one of the 25 most influential business persons, and he was also a founder. He's also founder of Grameen Bank and also winner of Nobel Peace Prize. Muhammad Yunus, he was born during the British Raj, and he fought with odds initially in his life, as his mother was psychologically ill. But she became a role model to him, and because she used to help everyone who knocked the door during difficulties. That made him realize how important it is to help others in real life. And he was a brilliant student. He secured 16th rank in the state. And in 1971, when India-Pakistan were involved in Bangladesh Liberation War, Yunus set up Bangladesh Information Center in US to raise support and liberation for Bangladeshi people. And he returned from US to Bangladesh and joined Chittagong University's economics department. And during that period, when he was staying in the university, he got an idea of microcredit during the time of university. And he wanted to really make use of that idea to improve the financial conditions of poor people in the country. And one more incident that made him to choose this one. In 1974, Bangladesh, the country, suffered from a famine as well as a massive flood. Both actually distracted the economy and also lives of the common people and poor people. And country did not receive any aid, any help from US, and US also did not help because there is another policy exporting jute to Cuba, which is a foreign policy which is totally against the laws of US. And Yunus deeply affected by these circumstances, the conditions, and remember her mother's act. What is her act? She used to help each and every when somebody knocks the door for help. And he began to actively involved in poverty reduction programs and established a rural economic research program and put proposals to help rural people in the country. He has put many research proposals before the government. And microfinance and microcredit. In 1976, as a part of research project, he visited poor households in the village of Chittagong. He interviewed poor women, and he came to know that exorbitant rates of her loan, interest rates of her loan. That means they can't even barely make profit, and they can't support their family in a good manner. Understanding the phenomena, he lent nearly $27 to 42 women in the village first loan with more advantageous rates. That means with lower interest rate, he lent his money. This was his first loan to the people. And Yunus realized on a smaller scale that microfinance and microcredit can be really help to those struggle with poverty, those who want money and just want to make some business, small businesses. For them, it is very difficult to pay higher interest rates. So microfinance and microcredit really help the poor people to come out of poverty and make their living better. The first problem was in this particular process, traditional banks won't help loans of small value at reasonable market rates or reasonable interest, because it is against the law. They lend huge amount to big people, big companies to make profits, and to give small amounts it will be a risky factor and there will be a risk of misrepayment. That's the problem of traditional banks. But he did not pay attention to those. He started moving ahead. Microfinance, he thought that microfinance and microcredit could be a viable business models. These are good models to go to poor people. And he realized the need of an institution that lend small amounts to rural people at reasonable rates. And he had no money, so he applied for a loan. In 1976, he received loan and set to work. And the institution that Yunus proposed continued to take loans from banks and used to lend poor people, those who are in need. In 1982, Institute has expanded to nearly 28,000 members. 28,000 members who are actually part of the institution, and in 1983 they confirmed its full-fledged status as Grameen Bank. And Grameen Bank faced so many difficulties with radical leftists with religious beliefs that women should not take credit, women should not take loans. These are some ideas that put by left party leaders' religious beliefs. By 1990, even though there are so many problems, by 1990 he stepped into this company started growing, and they stepped into irrigation, equity, also in telecommunication. And Grameen Bank, Grameen Phone is the biggest private sector phone company in Bangladesh, supplying 250,000 phones to poor, those who are in need, and to make them technology available. And by 2007, Grameen Bank issued nearly $6 billion to more than 7 million borrowers. And the repayment method is also very important, great, through solidarity groups. Solidarity group means, in the picture you can see there is a group of women. Okay, they apply for a loan, and members within the group support each other to ensure repayment, accurate repayment. Such system helped to pull themselves from poverty, and 90% of the cases these loans are given to reasonable poor family ladies or women, because women feel more responsible towards their family rather than men. And microcredit model helps them into two ways. What are the two ways? To elevate poverty and to empower women. Both, because those who are living in poor conditions, they can make some money and they can support their family, and then they can be economically good. These are the two things that he thought of and he applied. And this model of microcredit and microfinance made him won Nobel Peace Prize in the year 2006. And he also recipient of many awards. He received so many awards, like in the slide you can see Muhammad Shabdin Award for Science in 1993, Humanitarian Award in 1993, again World Food Prize in 1994, Independence Day Award, its highest civilian award in Bangladesh, that is in 1987, and King Hussein Humanitarian Leadership Award in the year 2000, and Volvo Environment Prize in the year 2003, and Asia Prize for Regional Growth in the year 2004, Franklin D. Roosevelt Freedom Award in the year 2006, and the Seoul Peace Award in the year 2006 by Seoul Peace Prize Cultural Foundation, and is a member of the board of the United Nations Foundations. So these are the awards that he received during his period, and his idea of microcredit and microfinance made so many people, or those who are living under poverty conditions, come out of the poverty and have a good life. This is all about Muhammad Yunus and his innovative idea of microcredit and microfinance. Thank you for listening. If you have got any doubts, you can ask me in the form of comments below. Thank you.